We're going to take a look at solving equations with brackets. If you haven't done any solving equations before, I have 3 other videos which you should probably watch first. Starting off with solving one-step equations, then solving two-step equations, and then solving equations with x on both sides. If you watch through those first before you attempt working through this video, you will find that very beneficial. So if you've got brackets, the first thing that you need to do here is to multiply out the brackets. So when I say multiply out the brackets, I mean we're going to multiply this 3 at the front here by everything inside the brackets. So we're going to do 3 times by 2x, and then we're going to do 3 times by 2. So 3 times by 2x, well 3 times by 2 is 6, so that's 6x. And then 3 times by 2, so 3 times 2 is 6. And because that was positive 2, that would be a positive 6. And then we just put in the equals 24. So you've multiplied out the brackets, and then you're just putting in the answer that you have there. Now this brings us back to solving two-step equations. So the first thing we want to do is remember this equals line, whenever you cross over it, you have to change the sign. So we're going to take the plus 6 to the other side, and it's going to become a minus 6. So you're going to have 24 minus 6. Now that leaves on the left-hand side the 6x. So we'll do that 24 take away 6. So 6x is equal to, and 24 take away 6 is 18. Now we want to remove the 6 and bring it over to the other side. So it's currently a multiplication. It's 6 multiplied by x. So when I bring it to the other side, I'm going to have to divide by 6. So 18 divide by 6. So that leaves the x on its own now on the left-hand side. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. So x is equal to 3. So the first step is to multiply your brackets. Once the brackets are gone, then it's solving equations, solving two-step equations. Now, you could pause the video at this point and try the equation on the right-hand side of the screen. 5 brackets 6x minus 2, close the brackets, equals 50. Or if you want, you can watch through this one as well. Whenever you've attempted it then, if you unpause, and we'll go through it together. Okay, so for this one here, we're going to do 5 times by 6x. So 5 6x's is 30x. And then we're going to do 5 times by minus 2. So 5 2's is 10, and because it's minus 2, that means it's going to be minus 10. And that is equal to 50. So you have 5 of the 6x, and you have 5 of the minus 2's. 5 6's are 30x, and 5 minus 2's is minus 10, which equals 50. Now we're going to use that rule of change side, change sign. So the minus 10 is going to go to the other side and become a plus. So on the right-hand side, you're going to have 50 plus 10. And then the 30x is still on the left-hand side, so we'll leave that there. So 50 plus 10 is 60. And we'll still get 30x on the left. Now I'm going to bring the 30 over, and that means 30 times x. So whenever I bring it to the other side, it's going to have to be a divide by 30. So I'm going to do 60 divide by 30. X is now on its own on the left-hand side, and 60 divided by 30 is 2, so x is equal to 2. Okay, let's look at some more equations where we are solving with brackets. So we've got a couple here of exam-style ones, similar to what we've done. So in the first slide. So if you want, again, you can pause the video and try these on your own, or you can work along with us now as I'm going to go through these. So the first one here, multiply out your brackets. You're going to do 5 times by t, then 5 times minus 3. So 5 times by t is 5t. 5 times by minus 3. So basically what you're saying is I've got 5 minus 3's. That would be minus 15. And the 25 doesn't change, equals 25. So I'm going to bring my minus 15 over to the other side and make it a plus. So 25 plus 15. That means I have the 5t left on the left-hand side. So 25 plus 15 is 40. Now I'm going to bring this multiply 5 to the other side and change it to a divide 5. So I'm going to have 40 divided by 5. And that's t on its own now. So t is equal to 8, because 40 divided by 5 is 8. So t is equal to 8. Okay, on my next equation, So 4 times by 5y, that is 20y. 4 times by minus 2, so 4 minus 2 would be minus 8, is equal to 48. So now we're going to change side, change sign. So we are going to bring our minus 8 over and make it a plus. So 48 plus 8. So 20y on the left hand side. 48 plus 8 is 56. So 20y is equal to 56. So to find y, we're going to do 56 divided by 20. And y is equal to 56 divided by 20 is 2.8. So y is 2.8. Right, so we're going to take a look at a couple of equations now which have two sets of brackets. Now this doesn't change anything, you're just multiplying out each set of brackets and then solving the equation after that. So key is really to get the brackets multiplied out. So on our first one here, we're going to multiply 2 by 7x. So 2 times by 7 is 14, so this is 14x. And then we're going to do our 2 times by our minus 3. So 2 times by minus 3 is minus 6. Put our equals in. Now we're going to multiply our 3 by our 2x. So 2 times by 3x, or 3 times by 2x, is 6x. And then 3 times by 6, well 3 times by 6 is 18, so it'll be plus 18. Now when we go to solve this, again it's about getting x's on the left and getting the numbers on the right and making sure that we move, that we change the sign. So I'm going to leave my 14x where it is. I'm going to bring 6x over to the other side, and at the moment it's positive, so when I bring it over it's going to be minus 6x. And on the right I have 18, and I'm going to bring this minus 6 over to the other side, and it's going to change from a minus 6 to a plus 6. Okay, so I have 14x take away 6x, so I'm going to work that out now, and that would be 8x. And I have 18 plus 6, and that would be 24. So now to solve this, I need to move the 8 to the other side, and that's multiply, so I'm going to have to divide. So 24 divided by 8. So x is equal to 3, because 24 divided by 8 is 3. Okay, so you can pause the video now and you can try this other question on the right hand side of the screen. And once you've tried it, then if you unpause the video, and we'll work through it together. Alright, so this one on the right hand side of the screen, again, we're going to multiply out your brackets first. So 6 times by 3x. 6 3x's would be 18x. And then we want to do 6 times by 1. So 6 times by 1 is 6, and that would be positive. Put in our equals. 3 multiplied by 4x, so 3 4x's would be 12x. Okay, and then 3 times by 2. 3 times by 2 is 6, so that's going to be a positive 6. Now, get our x's on the left, numbers on the right. So on the left, we're going to have 18x. I'm going to bring my 12x over, it's going to become minus 12x. On the right, I have got a 6. My plus 6 is going to come over and become a minus 6. So 18x take away 12x leaves me with 6x. 6 take away 6 leaves me with 0. So we're now going to divide by 6, so x is equal to 0 divided by 6. So x is equal to 0, because 0 divided by 6 is 0. So the value of x is 0 in this equation. And on the next, now we have a couple of exam questions. So again, pause and try these first, and then you can come back and work through them with me. Don't be alarmed by the first one. It has one set of brackets on the left. Multiply that out, leave the right hand side just as it is, and then solve it. And then the second one has brackets on both sides. Alright, so let's work through this first one here. So we're going to multiply 2 by 4, or 4 by 2. So 4 2x's would be 8x. 4 times by 5 is 20, and that'll be minus 20 because that was minus 5. Equals, and then just leave the right hand side as it is because there's no brackets there, so nothing needs multiplied. Now we will bring our 5x to the left, so 8x staying where it is, 5x coming over the side, and that's a positive, so when I bring it over it has to be minus. My 4 over here is staying, it's positive. My minus 20 is moving, so it's going to become positive. And now I'm going to work those two sides out. So 8x take away 5x is 3x. 20 plus 4 is 24. And now we are going to move 3 over the other side and change it from a multiply to divide. So we're going to do 24 divided by 3. So x is equal to 8. And write that in an answer line, x equals 8. Okay, for this next one, we need to multiply out both sides. So 2 times by 2x is 4x. 2 times by 1 is 2. So plus 2 equals 3 times by x is 3x. 3 times by minus 4 would be minus 12. So 4x is going to stay where it is, so I'm going to write that in, 4x. The 3 here is positive, it's going to come over to the other side and become minus 3x. On the right, I have got a minus 12. I'm going to leave that there. The plus 2 is going to come over and become a minus 2. So first of all, 4x take away 3x is x. Minus 12 take away 2 would be minus 14. So x is equal to minus 14. Hope you found this video useful. If you need any help with any particular questions, you can pop that into the comments and I will work through that with you in a solution in the comments if you find that helpful.